Okay, I was gonna. After I just reviewed something, I was gonna the words that we use, because I remember hearing somebody. Um, I'll just leave it anonymous. Um, Otherwise, it could. I know this from experience. It could perceived as if I'm picking on somebody that I've met by looking at a picture of somebody that's actively speaking as a speakerphone, and I don't want to do that. Okay, but what I will say is that I listened to her echo and say the word called the destroyer. Okay, in other words, it destroys what love creates first. Okay, the destroyer, young lady, is artificial intelligence. Okay, and why is that? Use basic logic. The first log, the first scalar wave. All artificial intelligence systems, as in the global intelligence systems, run on limited memory and limited bandwidth because it's not running, because they don't experience the promised sound and light field. And that's called a homing signal. We've all heard the line went dead. Remember when you said one time, nobody's home? Well, the one that's nobody home, the one they can't experience, is the homing signal. Eternal sun. The first spin of an atom. The first signal. The eternal life force field. Now that's basic communication systems 101. Okay? That's why when I use this phone or a laptop, because I choose to have an electronic relationship as a service provider to artificial intelligence, there's a net reduction in loss of mile and speed. And this is where we get into the one you choose to be with. These are the lessons learned after 3 trillion years of genetic evolution. What doesn't serve us? Because of what it does. Because of the communication system that we build to communicate with living cells. The first cell is the first one. That's why it's a cosmic level reset. So that every living cell is experiencing the first sun. That's basic logic. The purpose and function of breathing. Breathing pure, eternal, absolute love. So that every living cell, every living life form is experiencing what I am. And that's cosmic law. That's why we're here. That's what we're restoring, which is perfect balance. 90 on the vertical, 90 on the horizontal. Aya mama. Muave aya, zalukale aya, to all of you.